Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Good evening, everybody. Today, Angelica asked me to talk about sickness. We talk about because of the occasion. Today, you make also Bujanga. So, how the Buddhism refer to sickness. And I think I give this lecture a few times, but it's good to hear it again and again. I'm talking about sickness. In this case, I'm talking about the sickness of body. What the meaning of sickness of body? It's when the body that it should work in some way, is suddenly there is a defect. Something is not working exactly. For example, if the eyes should see and suddenly you don't see, good, okay, or a problem, maybe the eyes cannot see at all, maybe sees somehow, maybe there is a defect inside the eyes, maybe there is the skin should be very protected, very, let's say, without any defect, disease, or whatever. So if there is some problems there, so we say sickness, okay? Also limbs, for example, kidney or blood problems. So in the blood, we should have some kind of material, okay, vitamin or whatever, so to maintain the body. And if something is not exact, like, when you go and make blood check, they give you the schedule, how much should be more, how much should be less. And if it's not exactly, it means there is a problem there, okay? Also, maybe the vein problem, blood problem, or whatever, or like a heart problem, or any other things like this. Of course, if you cannot function like the normal function, like breathing, so this kind of sickness, it's a sickness of body, okay? And this is what I want to refer to. So the body actually affected by four things, because body it's material. We say rupa, it's made by material rupa, and rupa it's element, physical element, okay? And what if we call about the atom, even I don't talk about cells. The atom, it's combination of four elements, okay? Which is the temperature, it's the hardness, it's the gravitation, it's things want to come together, and the like centrifuga, things want to go. So this is the basic things that create our body or material, even this glass made by this, for these four elements. But this group of four elements that I just mentioned now, this is, we say, group. And this group, it's called klapa. Klapa, it's the most basic element it's became something, okay? So this, and again I repeat, what is these four things, okay? One of them is the hardness, okay? It's the things that, like, for example, you take two materials, they don't go to each other because they have hardness, they're hard, okay? My finger cannot go inside because they're meeting each other. So there's some hardness that they come together, okay? They cannot meet together. So this is like element in the nature, okay? Another element in the nature is that the things want, and for example, they talk about gravitation, okay? They want to come together to collect together, okay? That's why they don't spread to the universe. For example, the heart is not running away to the universe because it's something make this material or elements of the hardness come together. And other things, it's that if it will be only this power, so it will smash into it himself. So something make him keep the same size, which is something like we say, for example, this is called gravitation, okay? So this is like centrifuga, want to run away. Something like balloon, want to run away. So when these two forces, they are equal, then the hardness stay in one place, not become bigger, not become smaller. But another element that we have inside is also temperature. So this is actually the first or the smallest particle according to Buddhism. And we call it like a group. And group in Pali, we say klapa. And that's why we call this first element klapa. What normally maybe the scientists, they say atom, okay? Or maybe neutron or whatever. But according to Buddhism, it's different. They look at it in a different way. So our body, it's like all other material is made by these four things. It depends on these four things. And it changes according to these four things, okay? And what is the influence on these four things? There is a four things, four elements in the nature, or four power, or forces in the nature, which will influence on our body. So it means that if we make it easy, our body is influenced by four things that if it will be good or bad, if something bad will happen to him or good will happen to him. So the first things will influence on our body is the material itself. For example, vitamin. If we talk about what food we are eating, our body depends on our food. If we drink or we don't drink, we have liquid. Okay, if you eat poison, your body will be destroyed or something not good will happen to him. If you don't enough some kind of vitamin, it will affect on your body. It means our body, because he built for the material or element, so it depends on this element, what we call vitamin. Okay, so the Buddha himself, for example, how he died by he eat food which was not suitable to eat. Okay, this is how he passed away. In the Mahaparinirvana Sutta, in the Buddha, he went to Kusinagar. Before he reached Kusinagar, one day before he reached Kusinagar, he was in Pava, in city named Pava, and the Buddha, he go to take lunch in the house of Chanda, and in the Chanda or Chunda, I think, yeah. Chunda, and he was a smith. Okay, he dealt with this man. He was working with metal. So he served the Buddha for food, and actually given what he given to eat, it was something like very delicious food, but it was not suitable food. Okay, but he didn't make any bad things, because first he didn't have intention to kill the Buddha. Second is he helped the Buddha to finish his life. So same like the mother of the Buddha gave him life. So Chunda, he gave him the ability to finish his life. So actually Chunda makes something good for the Buddha and not something bad. So, but anyway, what happened when Buddha eat it? So this element affect on his body and start to cut his stomach and all this digesting system. And it take him about 1 day to walk till he passed away in Kusinagar. And this is how the Buddha finishes life. It means here we see that even the Buddha body depend on the food. Okay, so this, if we have sickness, in this case, we have to go to the doctor. Okay, you have to eat good food, you have to drink enough, you have to help to the body by the nutrition. So in nutrition, you fix by nutrition. So some maybe they go to all practical, okay, the nature medicine, they give them some Ayurveda or whatever. Some they give them maybe other medicine or whatever. And this is how you can overcome this sickness. Okay, so sometimes people say, we are yogi, we are practicing meditation, we can solve everything by meditation. So this is not true. This is not correct. This is too extreme, because you have to drink water, you have to do things like this. Okay, so this is the first element that the body depend on, and some sickness, or even many sickness, you can say, will be affected by this. Second things, I told you that these four elements, one of them is temperature. It means our body depend on temperature. Like every material, everything in life depends on temperature. And actually the temperature is the most things that affecting our body. Even someone die, okay? But he's not eating when he die. This is just a corpse, it's just a dead body. He's not eating, okay? and he don't have any other things that affect on him, but he still lay down there. How come he lay down? For example, here, this is nothing effect. He's not eating, he's not doing anything. It's just a glass, but the glass stay glass. It's not disappearing. It's not something make this atom running all the time. And the things that the most affecting on us is actually temperature. What make me stay in the same condition without changing so much, it's actually the temperature. And if the temperature will go high, maybe I go into, I don't know, maybe 100 degrees. So I will vibrate, or I will be born with fire. If I go too cold, maybe I will frozen. Okay, maybe they say, I heard that somewhere, maybe in the south of the earth, it's so cold, I don't know, minus 90 or something, minus 70, that if you go there, you just open the eyes, your eyes will be glass, okay, frozen. So our body is different. Even if you go under 35 degrees, you can die. If you go over 42 degrees, you're also dangerous for you, you can die. So you see, this is the second things that the body affected, and second kind of sickness can be affected by the temperature, okay, which is actually the most things that can happen to our bodies by temperature. So this is the second things that also, it's not mean you will have to practice only meditation, you're yogi or whatever. You have to consider, maybe if you have this kind of sickness, you have to go to the doctor. He have to adjust you, okay? Maybe take down, put some cold water or something like this, drop the temperature of the body or make it hotter. Yeah. So in this case, you can overcome this kind of sickness. Okay, so we have to consider nothing. Not everybody is just meditation and spiritual or whatever. You have to think about this. That you have to be middle way. You have to try everything, and not to say I'm not going to doctors. I'm not going to whatever. So this is the second things. The third things that our body affected is, for example, I'm happy. How I'm happy. You see what happened to my body? Immediately change. Okay? Maybe I'm angry. You see, immediately my body start to change. So what happens when we are worried? The heart start to beat fast. Okay? Maybe blood pressure start to go high. Other sweating, we start to sweat. So what happened? Our mind, condition of the mind, affecting on our body. Okay? Maybe I'm feeling hungry, and then my stomach starts to do something, no, whatever, moving. Okay, so you see, when you are thirsty, maybe the liquid start to come to your mouth. So the third things that our body affected is by, we call it jita. It's the mind which is running in this moment or whenever. Okay, some people so fear they can get heart attack because of this or whatever. I heard one time they make a test. They wanted to test how the mind affecting the human being. So they go to the jail and they take one man from the jail, prisoner, and they told them, we are going to cut your legs with a saw. Electric saw, whatever it is. We are going to cut it with electric saw, we cut your legs. So they close his eyes and they open the saw. So he was hearing the engine, but he don't know what it's going to be. He think, oh, now it will come to my legs and it will cut my legs, and then the blood will go and I will suffer pain so much. So he was so extreme fear and worry because of this. And they just took ice, glass of ice, and they touched the legs of this person. Immediately get a heart attack and die. So much fear because of this. So he was prisoners, I don't know, in China or wherever they make all these tests, they don't care about people. Okay? So it shows you how the mind of the human being affecting our body. In this moment, sometimes people, they fear, I told you so, or something, heartbeat so fast, or they immediately the urine, or maybe the stool going immediately, okay, or whatever. Or maybe immediately the body running, okay? So we actually moving our body according to what we want. I want to move my hand, I move my hand. You see, this is the effect of the body according to the mind. Okay, so it means that the mind is also taking very strong effect on our body. If I take it even more extreme, what happens when people practicing jhana? Strong concentration. They go into the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. And what they are doing with the fourth jhana, it's not only they can smile and they move the body like this. They can manipulate the body on the way that the body will be supernormal power, will make things which is not normal. Okay, this you probably have to believe because you don't know. I don't know. I don't think that any one of you really experienced. But people they can fly. For example, they say Tanat used to tell me that Ajarn Ofer, before he practiced vipassana, he used to practice samatha, concentration. And he trained his students to sit meditation, to take a pen. He gave them a pen in the hand, okay, or pencil probably, and to sit meditation with strong concentration, to fly to the ceiling and to make X in the ceiling. This was the night. I probably he didn't tell lie. I assume that he didn't tell me lie about this. And he heard it probably from Ajarn Ofer, if you know like this. So you see, people, for same like Jesus, it's possible. People can walk on the water. People can go through the walls or something, fly to the air, like I told you, or doing many, many strange things. Even they can change their body physically. For example, people can change their tooth. Okay? Or I heard about people, if they cut, they have cut in the skin, they can make like this, they can cover the cut. They can close it. Strong, many, many strange things that people can do if they go to the high jhana. Okay, this is but you just have to experience it by to practice it. Let's say, okay, it's not easy. It's not everybody can do. So you see that the body affected, of course, by what we want, by the mind. So some sickness or some defect or some problems will come to us because of this. For example, some it's you say psychosomatic, also people they don't want. Okay, maybe I don't want to do something, and then maybe it will come some other sickness to me because I don't want the papa mama all the time we shout on each other, and then I just don't want to stay here, and then suddenly start to be sick or whatever. Okay, or other problems. So this is the third one. This is only actually meditation can help. Okay, this is only meditation can help. Doctor not really can help you. Okay, maybe give you medicine to make you relax or whatever, but still it will affect on you physically and mentally. And then you have the fourth kind of power, which is the most strong power in the nature actually. This is what we call karma. Karma, it means things we have done in the past. Whatever we have done in the past can be even many, many reincarnations before, can be one reincarnation before, two reincarnations, it doesn't matter. The mind is still carrying this because karma, it's something that you carry from one life to another life. And the mind, remember. So the most effect on the karma on our body is the rebirth moment. For example, we like to eat, we like to taste. That's why we have the Dhamm. We can taste what we want. We like it. We like to smell. We like the smell of flowers. We like the smell of whatever. So that's why we are born in this life. We have the capability to eat, to smell. Okay. So same things with feeling. We like to feel. So when we the birth moment, we have a feeling. This is normally if we rebirth as we call it Kamavacha. Okay, this is the sense those sentient beings. For example, animals, even angels. Okay, they actually everything much more developed for them, the angels. So this kind of effect, it's coming to us on the moment of dying because of one of the strong karma that bring us what kind of rebirth we are coming. So we hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, and also we are men or women. Why we men and women? Because we like women, so we became a man. We like men, we became a woman. Sometimes what happens is because of the strong karma, we have some defect. Normally we like to see, but what happens when children's reborn with a problem with the eyes? Sometimes we like to hear, but what happens when we born with defect with the ear? Well, this is because of some bad karma affecting on our body and sense doors. So this is the karma that affecting on making defect in our body. Normally we have to move the hand and this, but sometimes we have problems with the limbs. We cannot walk, we're born maybe disabled or whatever, but we want to walk, we want to do things, but still some bad karma bringing us to the next life, to this life, with some defect. And so this means that some sickness is because of karma. But what happened during the life, when we are alive, still the karma taking effect. But the karma will not take effect directly. The karma will take effect through the other three things that I mentioned. Suddenly will be that we will come into strong temperature. So it means the bad karma will, something like the temperature will give service to the karma. So I don't be sick directly from the karma. I will be sick directly from the temperature. But the temperature will be extreme because of bad karma. Sometimes I don't have enough food. Maybe I'm missing the children's, they give medicine to the children's, food for the children's, and they didn't have some kind of vitamin. So what happened is that the body affected because of the food directly, but the karma make the situations that they don't have food. So it's not mean that directly they became sick because of karma. They became sick because of not enough food, but the food served the karma in this moment to make us sick. Because the direct effect of the karma, it's only in the birth moment, like I said. So and that's why people, some children, they born, depend what you born also. You can born animal, you can angels or human being. This is according to karma. Also, you man and woman according to karma. You have limbs, your body complete because of karma. But this is the moment of birth. But during the life, the karma will not take effect by itself, only by itself. It will influence on the other three, like I said. One of them is temperature, one of them is the food, one of them is the mind itself. Okay, so something like will cause these three things will serve the karma to make some problems to our body. So we will say we will be sick. So sometimes you see people, they're eating very good, do everything, whatever, and then suddenly they have cancer. Okay, suddenly you're born in a country, you don't have enough things, maybe food or not good enough or whatever, and then you become sick because of this and this. Okay, suddenly you are sick, but you have a medicine or you have some machine to take care for the body. Okay, so this is actually the third thing, the four things that the body influence, and this is, you have two ways. One of them is meditation can help, because if you are practicing meditation, For example, we give example, if you are taking money from the bank, maybe you take 20,000 from the bank. Now you need to give back. So you have some karma from the past to pay back. But you are practicing meditation, it means you don't have to give back all the money directly. Maybe you have to give a little bit every month, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. So what will be when you practice meditation or you make merit, you make good things, that maybe you have to pay, but you don't have to pay everything. Maybe you have to pay only 15,000, but also you don't need to pay one time, okay? Maybe you have some kind of sickness start to be affected, and suddenly you practice meditation, and during the meditation, the sickness will recover, okay? Or will be less strong. Or suddenly you will find good doctor that will take care about you, or whatever. So what happens is that karma can be changed if we make good things or we develop the mind. Okay, good things, it means merit, one of the good merit that we are doing, or either one of them, it's meditation. So meditation also can fix the body, okay, because actually you are doing good things in this manner. So that's why if we talk about sickness of body, we have 4 kinds of sickness. One of them is the affected by the temperature, and this is only actually doctor can help. Second is affected by vitamin, or what we call food or nutrition, and this also the doctor should help. The other one of them is the jita or mind, which affecting the body. This is let's say meditation can help, and karma, which also meditation can help. So this is something like we are talking now about today. You make the Bhujonga to integrate, and why Bhujonga? It's helping because it's affecting the mind. It's something that the mind receiving, creating also affecting on the good karma, and that's why Bhujonga is just a chanting. It can affect on the human being body, okay? Because if someone hearing it or receiving like a merit metta, so this will be affected. And why is it? Because you are touching the mind process. You are affecting through the mind process. That's why. It's not connected to the food. It's not connected. This is the doctor in the hospital have to take care for her, okay? To adjust the chair in a good enough the temperature in the room, maybe air condition or whatever. Second, they have to give her maybe infusion or food. Or, know that Angelica every day cook for her very good food or whatever. And then you are doing the Bhujonga and sending her merit, you are actually touching the mind things, okay? And the same times when she will cultivate mindfulness or whatever, she will touch also mind and also the karma, okay? So some of the karma, we cannot prevent it to, we cannot stop it, and it will must, the Buddha said something like the karma will run after you long time. It's going reincarnations by reincarnation. So we have to learn to accept it and to get it in a good way. So in this way, we don't cultivate more bad things inside us. We build patience, we build loving kindness to ourselves, we will use the meditation. So even something should not go 100%, at least we can make it a little bit better. We can, because when we are developing our mind, so immediately we are creating good karma on ourselves, and we can affecting on this sickness into goodness. Okay, so that's why important when you are in the hospital or whatever, try to use mindfulness, acknowledge pain, or feeling, or whatever it is. Overcome your worry, because why? When you have worry, it's something like affecting in the negative sides to your body. Okay, when you have maybe pain or whatever, you acknowledge pain, try to overcome it. So it's make your body relax. It will help the body to recover better. Okay, because why? In all these things, you're affecting on these 4 elements or 4 powers that is actually creating our body or doing our body into good and into bad. Okay? That's why actually Bhujonga is important and affecting on us. Even it's just you're sitting and sending it, making chanting. And also the Buddha himself, he asked Chunda, the elders, to chant for him Bhujonga when he was himself sick. So you see, even the Buddha himself affected by this. He was so actually his mind was enlightened already. No any greed, anger, delusion. But still, when he was hearing this good information, the good information helped to the body, create vibration in his body, and help him to recover from his sickness. Also, in the Bhujonga, it's mentioned about Kassapa, Mahakassapa, and Mugalana, that they were sick, and then the Buddha, how he helped them to recover when he was chanting this Bhujonga. Okay? That's why actually, again, I say Bhujonga or merit, it's affecting on our body to recover. So whenever, don't, because I'm saying this because you don't know. Some of them, you maybe know, but some of them you don't know. Is what is the logic? Why I have to make chanting? The other person will recover. What the logic of it? Okay, there is a big logic because it's touching the mind and the karma. Any questions?
Yes, one question for Ofer. When
Yes.
some people like work like healer, and say they send some kind of energy. Is it on the level of medicine, or?
Yeah, of course, it's working. Of course, it's working. Yeah, it's affecting.
So, but this is on the level of medicine then, or it's on the level of metta.
In which way? In which way? In metta. Metta. It's affecting on the mind.
Mm-hmm.
This is affecting on the mind. Metta.
And the way Michael Rapp is working with the machine, sending special radiation on a special level, this is more than medicine.
Yeah, of course. Metta, it's going everywhere. It can go to all the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever it is. It's go to the angels, it go to everywhere. This affecting on the mind. It's not material.
Mm-hmm.
And it's affecting. It's a very strong affecting. And of course, if you will be close to the person, sometimes you can feel it become hot if you try too much. And you yourself also will be exhausted. You need to know how to do it. There's all this healing and Reiki and all these things affecting very, very strong. People that don't know it. But it's recover the body. And of course, if you do it for yourself, also it will work. This is from the samatha, we said, concentration. You got it? It's answer you. Yeah, it's not food. It's not karma, because karma, it's only in the moment of birth, and the karma will manipulate, or the other three will give service to the karma in one life. Okay. Normally, suddenly you don't have food. Suddenly you eat food not good. You say, bad karma, you don't have this. But actually it's food. It's what I mean about karma. Because the karma creating the situations that you don't have good food. The karma creating the situations that you understand? If it's about karma. But directly touch the karma, it's in the moment of birth. That's why we are our rebirth as an animal or human being or whatever. This is the past karma from past life. So in the case of Reiki, healing, or merit, it's not something that it's not the food, it's not the temperature, but it's the mind. The third one, Jita. Bitte schön. Yes.
And you said the jhana can heal the body, or
Yeah, of
but
course.
it's not used to practice it. It's better to practice vipassana to touch the karma, or
Yeah, because we don't, if we are practicing samatha to recover the body, it means you have attachment to the body. And attachment to the body, this is suffering by itself. Because body decay, body will die, the body will not stay forever. And if I will, for example, I will start to practice samatha to take out my glasses. At the end, I will die. Anyway, I don't need my glasses when I die, but I need my freedom from suffering when I die. So rather to use this time to practice vipassana and to clean the greed, anger, and delusion, and to make sure that in the next life, if I will reborn, at least I have less anger, worried out. But if I even Dalai Lama, I think he have glasses. Ajarn Ofer, he died with the glasses. What the meaning of glasses? And we aging. I will fix. I take out my glasses. Next day or another 1 year or 2 days, my sight again will go down. So what for to work on it?
because karma comes.
Sorry?
Because of the karma will change.
Yeah, of course.
Because of the karma.
Not only karma, also because of decay. The decay, everything is getting old. You die. Eventually, you have to die. This is nature. This is like we call it Dhammacari. This is like the nature. I would say natural things. That everything is anicca, dukkha, anatta. Okay. So everything is anicca. Nothing can stay forever. So everybody have to die. Okay. So that's why you will be decayed. You cannot stay the skin all the time very sharp, very beautiful like this or whatever. The hair cannot stay all the time black or whatever color is it. So this is the process of decay. And if we are practicing meditation or samatha to live long or to be beautiful, it creates suffering because this means attachment to the material, which is decay, which I don't want anicca. This is what will be. I practice all these things not to have anicca, which is not impossible. It's impossible. But when you practice vipassana, you understand everything is anicca. So I have glasses. So what? So I became old. So what? So the happiness not coming because how you look like. The happiness coming because how you take the things that changing. You understand? But obviously, if you want or you don't want, by strong concentration, this one thing is affecting the body, yes. But we don't have to take it like if I practice, if I want to be healthy all the time, I will practice strong concentration. Don't forget that the karma is taking effect. So say if you develop strong concentrations and suddenly coming and because of bad karma, someone will come and kill you. Same like happened to Mugalana. Mugalana was the left-handed students of the Buddha. He had all this supernormal power. But in the past life, he killed his father and mother. And this bad karma he cannot run away from this. So he was already enlightened. He was a student of the Buddha, the left-handed of the Buddha. He had the most supernormal power from all the students of the Buddha. It means he could make all this magic if you want. But he could not run away from his karma. that he killed his father and mother a long, long time ago. So when he was sitting in the kuti, he was hearing the people, the robber, coming to kill him. And he knew that they are coming to kill him. And if these people will kill him because he's an enlightened person, they will create very, very bad karma to themselves. Same like he killed the papa, mama, and he created bad karma. So these people coming to help him to pay the karma, they will create very bad karma if they kill him, that he is an enlightened person. And he had compassion to them. He didn't afraid to die. Because he's an enlightened person, he don't fear to die. But he was compassion to these people. So what he have done, he used his special power, concentration, and he disappeared from the room. When they entered to the room, they could not find him anymore. He was not there. But he cannot run away from his karma. So another time, again, he was sitting in his room, and another people, or the same people, came to kill him. And he was compassion to these people. So he used his power of concentration and disappeared from the room. So when they came second time, they could not find him. He was just done, he was not there. But he cannot run away from his karma. And the third time, the people come to kill him. And he had compassion to these people. He didn't want that people create bad karma. Very, very bad karma. So when they come to kill him, he tried to use the power of concentration to disappear from the room. But it's failed. Because the karma more strong. It's anatta. He cannot success. And they just come in and kill him. So he could make himself beautiful. He could make himself without glasses. He could make himself black hair or whatever. But at the end, where he take it to? The graveyard? That's why when you bless the monk, you say, Ayuba no Sukan Balang, you don't really mean long life. You don't really mean beautiful. You don't really mean happy of sense doors. You have another meaning for this. Ayuba no Sukan Balang, it means quality of meditations that will give us the ability to get rid from suffering. The Ayu, it's mean Idipada, the four great power to success. Wano, it's Ayu, it's long life, okay? But like I said, the monk don't care about long life. So he care about these four elements that give him the ability to do everything what he want. He develop it. It's Chanda, Virya, Jita, and Vivangsa. Okay, there are four elements. They call four power to success. One know it's beautiful, but the monk don't really care about beautiful. When talking about monk, beautiful, talking about the precept of the monk, purity of the precept. Sukha, it means happiness. But the monk don't need happiness from chocolate or from disco. This is not sense towards happiness. Talking about developing of the jhana. We're wishing for the monk to be able to develop concentration, the jhana. This means happiness. And balang means energy or power or health, which means cleaning all the hindrances. Purify the mind from the hindrances, from the kilesa. Get rid from all kind of hindrances. It's the healthy for the monk. So that's, you see, you get, when you say you want to Sukan Balang, normally to people you say, I wish for you long life, I wish for you to be happy or beautiful, I wish for you to be happy, I wish for you to be healthy. But for monk, it's not, these four things is not relevant. But the relevant is development of these four elements in the mind. Understand? So that's why it's useless to develop samatha or concentrations to keep the body good. Sometimes the Buddha uses it because of compassion. Okay, he bear it by use all these powers because of compassion, to stay for the students, but not for himself. Bitteschön.
Hello, Ofer. I would like to I don't know if it's a question, but it's also a thought process that I am going through. Because in the beginning I thought, oh, meditation will heal everything. In addition to our doctors that can make a lot of promises, but there is this karma element that you, at some point, you cannot go further with the treatment and you cannot go further with the meditation. And then this is a kind of struggle that you go through to accept, right? And this is even more difficult when you see your dear ones suffering and you cannot help. You cannot do anything. And there is, even if you take the most expensive treatment, and there are a lot that may even cause more suffering, you cannot do anything, right? And this is, I just wanted to say or add this into this talk. Yeah, it's really difficult, and that's what I struggle with sometimes in meditation, to accept this fact that there is limits, let's say.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe you can add something to this,
This
make it easier.
This is connecting to the what we call Lokadhamma. Lokadhamma, eight worldly condition. When we talk about eight worldly condition, we talk about conditioning the life that we have to learn to be upeka, neutral. We have to learn to take things as they are, without excited and without like dropping, to let our emotion to go down. When you are talking about sickness, they're also healthy, the children, for example, sometimes maybe go skateboard or whatever, they don't care, I never be sick, and they're negligent, they don't thinking. My father used to tell me, Ofer, you have to relax yourself with the work. When you come 40 years, your body will be old. He stopped me. He said, don't work so hard. Be middleweight. You think you can do everything? You'll never be old. So he was right. He said, when you will be 40 something, already the body is starting to decay, to be old, and then problem coming to you. So be careful how you take care for your body. Okay, so this is like you have these two elements, it's the sickness and health. So we should be neutral also when we are in the good situation. We should eat good way. So, I have to eat junk food or whatever, or too much oily or not good food. Okay, people drinking different kind of drinks, which is not healthy. I don't want to use company names or whatever, because I think you know very well, all of you. Okay, different kind of junk food or junk drink or not so good, but I don't care. Just so negligent. So also when we healthy, we have to be careful. We have to take care for our body. Okay, but second things, it's like we say when we sick. So like this is true that some sickness you can overcome it with good food, okay? But people sometimes eating very good food and still they become sick. They do everything. They buy very special, agricultural things and not making
bio everything around it,
whatever, and then they become sick. Okay, but it's not mean that okay, I don't do. We should be middleway. Okay, sometimes not to be extreme for this, not to be extreme, but also not to be negligent to say why anyway karma. No, this is wrong. Okay. You should drink. You cannot say, and then you have a headache. You will get dry, too hot. People have to drink. Okay, so this is another thing. But if you cultivate this patient and understanding, it will affect on you, but it will not affect on your relative. Okay, so you need to develop it also when you are facing with the problems that or sickness that your relative have. You have to understand you cannot control your own body. You for sure you cannot. It doesn't matter how close this person to you. It can be Papa, Mama, it can be your children's, but cannot control it. And like you said, if the karma is that I did something very bad, so whatever I will do, I eat good, I put myself in a good temperature, I will be relaxed. If the karma is there, so she will find a way how to destroy the body, or to, you see, even like I gave example of Mugalana. He have all the opportunity, but still someone come and kill him. So this is, we say, sickness and health, but like you say, if you want to add about neutrality, also you have some time that you will be alone, and sometimes you will be with many friends of fame, very famous or whatever. Many people know about you. Many people make liking, some disliking or whatever. Okay, so you have to learn to be neutral also when you are alone and when you are with like fame, okay, or with many people. Another two things, it's insulting and embracing. People will come and say that you are the best, you are the most good or whatever, a wonderful woman, and some they come and even accuse you about the things that you have never done. Okay, they speak about you something that they accuse you the things that you didn't done. Oh, why you steal this? Why you was not working good? Why you are not cleaning? I don't know, whatever. It can be that. So embrace you and people insult you. Okay, speak about you good, speak about you bad. So this is another thing that you need to be neutral. If, of course, if someone criticizes you and speak bad about you, you have to consider, because if you mistake, you should be capable to learn, to adjust. Okay, I don't care what people say. I'm neutral. Okay? Because if people speak something true, try to adjust yourself and correct yourself. But if you consider and you see this is not true, so just stay neutral. Let them talk whatever they want. So also, if people embrace you and speaking very good about you, don't let your ego stolz coming very high, and now you will be the best all over. And, so this is another two. And the last, it's a gain and loss. Sometimes you will get, sometimes you lose. So if you talk about this sickness and health, it's also consider about this. And this very important things what you say. We need to be neutral. Whatever now you see Hildegard in the hospital, how much she will take it with more neutral. She will go through these kind of difficulties the best way. But to now feel, another operation, what happened to me? Sorry about yourself. Or, this is not me, not give anything. Of course, you see, she's teacher. She's doing so many very high in the mind and everything, but still some bad karma affecting. This has happened to Tanat. This has happened to many monks in Thailand, I know. Friend, colleague for me, even very high, good teachers. Still, they have sick. Suddenly, they have problem in the heart. Suddenly, you cannot come and say, why this teacher no good? This teacher have sickness, blah, 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 blah. Because eventually, all of us, we make good and bad. We can see how good we make because we are following the Dharma. We have a tool. This means already that we have like excellent in the past. But we never know what is waiting in the corner to us. Maybe accident, maybe some problem, maybe you go to sleep, you don't wake up.
Yeah, true.
You need to be patient. You have to understand already in advance. Something will be problem with you sometime. If you will die without any sickness, anything, it's a surprise. It's been lucky, but obviously, probably you will have problems.
No. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bitte schön. very important subject, huh? This is life subject. People don't know how to deal with all these things. You go in the hospital, you see how many people sick. We need to come with compassion. We talk karma, but it's not mean karma. We have to look upon other people. Say, hey, he have bad karma. He make bad things in the past. No, we should come with compassion to people when they are suffering.
Prof, I have one question. Because I have this endometriosis, I was trying acupuncture because the Western medicine it doesn't help at all. Like, because I noticed maybe in my body there is this imbalance of air, the air element, and that is why this is happening. Like, I don't know, I just kind of sensed it, and then I went for acupuncture, and then it really helped me a lot.
Of course.
Like, I don't know.
Of course, this is again affecting the mind.
So acupuncture is affecting the mind, or
Yeah.
is it balancing
Affecting
the
mind.
right? Because I also noticed after acupuncture, like I am sleeping for longer, but when I wake up, my mind is much clearer than
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, of course. Affecting the mind. Yeah.
So it's different from this, like it's not like taking medicine, it's doing something else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They talk about chakra, they talk about this different kind of meridian, whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
This is the same question that Angelica asked. But you can transfer this information to the body, if you want to call it to the body, okay? Then by different ways. Also, you have like when you're pushing, sometimes pushing on the finger, sometimes pushing on the legs, or on different massage or things like this. Effective, of course.
Okay. And the other question I had was, so last year, I think I asked this from you last year as well, when my friend was sick in hospital and she had water in the lungs. Then I was keeping her picture and saying the patana, like I was only chanting, but I used maybe too much energy, or my intention was too much.
Of course.
And then it kind of like came back, like it made me sick as well.
Of course, it not came back to you because when you was doing it, you used too much energy, too much wanting. You mixed their greed already. And then its effect on you negative. That's why when we send, why Reiki, for example, they are not using overpower of energy. Understand? Healing, sometimes people, they're using too much their own concentration to affect on the other person. So they're destroying themselves. This is, by the way, Christianity way. Jesus say, I will save you. Okay, something like I will destroy myself for you. I know that also Jewish sometimes using it. But in Buddhism, we don't do it. We are just giving what we can give. We don't do it with greed. We don't want to heal the other people. We just know that it's working.
Because I was, I mean, after you told me this last year, then when I was doing metta, I was doing it lightly. I didn't have so much energy.
Should be lightly.
But the effect it did on my body, it's still not okay.
Yeah, like, because you was doing it not lightly. If you do it lightly, it will not be like this. If you have, how much you have more developed the concentration and how much you have more purity, your concentration will be stronger lightly. How much your muscles will be developed, you will be lightly can raise up heavy, but still lightly. But if your muscles is not strong, maybe you can raise up heavy, but not lightly. So if your concentration is developed, you will affect strong concentration on others, but lightly. If your concentration not enough developed, maybe you can force it and it will be concentration, but not likely. And then you're destroying yourself.
Okay.
In the Vipassana, we can do some kind of ceremony that it will prevent you to use over than what you can give. Like protection ceremony, that it will block the mind and you will not be able to push more than what you can.
And now how can I reverse this? There's no way to reverse it.
No, this passed already, because when you are practicing, you can recharge yourself back. After some time, you are destroying yourself, something like this, and even you can be sick. But you, as a one that giving your energy to others, okay? But if you give too much with a greed, you will exhaust yourself. You will start to sweat. You will start to get tired. Some people, even they are making acupuncture, they're using too much one thing and concentration, they will destroy, they will really exhaust them. They cannot treat many people. But if you do it light, you can do it with many people. You just need the confidence that it's working. You don't need to want it to work.
Also, in acupuncture, also they check your energy. That's why he was doing this checking.
You just have to do it light. Everything should be light, but it's working. So you trust that it's working, and that's all. You send metta, you just send metta because you know it's working. You don't need to want to do metta. You don't need to want to help to the other person. Just do it. Someone walked with you on the street, fell down. You don't need to want to raise him up. Just give him a hand and help him to stand up. This is greed. I understand. This is wanting. This is ambitious. This is expectation, by the way. What will be is that later on you will call to the other person, how are you feeling? You feeling good? You don't feel good? What does it mean? You don't trust your work? You need to investigate if the other person will recover or not. You already know that you help him. Otherwise, you doubt that you help him. You understand? It's important. It's very, very important about helping to others. Not to be ambitious to help. Just make your duty.
Okay, because I think most of the time I'm putting too much energy.
Not good, not good. And you don't really helping more. Opposite.
Yeah.
Opposite. This is ambitious. This is wanting to. This is something you don't trust the work.
Yes.
Expectation. I want to help you. I want to recover you. This is ego. This is reducing your power of giving and destroying you. Don't do this. Be light. Be simple. Just do your duty and finish.
Okay. Thank you, Prof. Thank you so much. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Lots of merits to you.
Bitteschön. Whenever you have time, just slightly, you can continue sending Mary to people sick or whoever. Whenever you remember, you're helping. Don't feel low about your ability. Okay? It's help. Send metta, send metta, send metta. If you remember the Bujonga, when you think about someone sick, send them, send them, send them. It's helping. You give like this.
I'm just curious, Prof. Like, how is acupuncture tied to the mind?
Because there is effect of body and mind. They are working together. This is called Namarupa Parichatayana. No, Pachaya Parikayana. It means there is a relationship between body and mind. When you are touching the needle, so it's touching the nerve, okay? And then it's affecting on the mind. And then the mind I would say, give feedback to this. Also, when you touch someone.
Okay.
But it's go through the mind. Because if suppose you have cancer, okay? You are alive and you have cancer. Now I give you acupuncture, maybe it's affecting on you, okay? Now you die, okay? But the cancer is still there. Yeah?
Yes.
Now, this moment you die, you lay down. I will take the same needle and I pinch it. It will not function anymore. It will not recover. You need to be alive for this. And the mind should be there to help to recover the cancer. You understand?
Yeah.
Ah.
Because when I first went to the doctor, he was checking and then he said, your energy is almost empty. And then he said, it's because you have too much yin and not enough yang.
Yeah,
And then, so this is something with the mind then.
of course. Of course.
Okay.
Because then people cannot recover them. Huh?
Yeah.
Dead people, they are something like only material. They depend on temperature. And the moment that you are dying, you just the temperature is affecting. That's why you are not immediately became a sand. Okay, after some time you start to decay, and then you become sand and this. Okay, process. But this is because of the temperature. What make the things stay the same things is the temperature.
I felt like it was a miracle because I was trying many things and it didn't help me, and then this helped.
Yeah. And this is the case that you are touching the body and the mind affecting because of relationship between body and mind. Pachaya parikaya.
Okay. Thank you, Prof.
Bitteschön. Good. So in this occasion, I want to bless all of you to be healthy. If you are already healthy and if you have any difficulties of sickness, I wish for you to recover as soon as possible. Okay? And you live long life and you continue to walk on the Dharma and you continue to collect all the good things, all the merit and all the perfections till you will cross all over suffering, Maka, Pala, and Nirvana, that you find the real happiness as soon as. Thank you very much. Sadhu, sadhu. Dankeschön. And remember, whenever you have the possibility, you have the time, you remember, send merit, send blessing to people which is sick. It's helping. Even if you don't feel it, you don't think that you are not good enough. You are a human being, and of course, you are walking on the Dharma. You try to be pure. Maybe you are not perfect yet, but you try to be pure, and it's already wonderful. So many creatures and sentient beings, they need you. Just use your power and do it. Don't look upon yourself. Don't think that you are not good enough to do it. Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Gute Nacht.
Gute Nacht.